Have a good day, my class. For this week, this is our lesson for the music, the opera, and the other art forms in the medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque period. The music of the medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque period has shown the same characteristics as the other art forms in these eras. Artists, including musicians, interpreted these styles in different ways in this lesson. We will relate this music to the other art forms. Now, what's in? Let us first have a review of the previous lesson. Write the period or era and a composition of the following composers. That is the composer. Okay, get your notebook and number your paper 1 to 5 for the period and era, and composition another 1 to 5. Let's start with Giovanni per Luigi de Palestrina. 10 seconds. Next, Thomas Morley. Next, Johann Sebastian Bach. Next, George Friedrich Handel. And last, Antonio Vivaldi. Now, please submit your answer to our Google Classroom. That this will be our seatwork number 1 for music written works week 3. Now, let's go for what's new. Introduction. In the beginning, chants were taught orally. However, as the number of chants increased, singers needed help in remembering the outlines of the melodies. Later, the chants were notated in the manuscript as a single melodic line without accompaniment. Numes were written above the words to suggest the contour of the melody eventually. Musical notation of the period was written as square noted on a four-line staff. The famous composers of the different eras, whose contribution paved the way for greater development of music, help us understand the norms that incorporate the style in every piece of their composition. Nonetheless, their music has made an impact and enormous change in the present generation. What is it? Opera. Opera is a form of the theater in which music as leading role and parts are taken by the singer, but distinct from musical theater, such as waterwork, is typically a collaboration between a composer and librettist, and incorporates a number of the performing arts, such as acting, scenery, costume, and sometimes dance or ballet. The performance is typically given to an opera house, accompanied by an orchestra or a smaller musical ensemble. Opera is a key part of the Western classical music tradition, originally understood as an entirely sung piece as a contrast to a play song. Opera has come to include numerous genres, including some that include spoken dialogue. In traditional opera, singers employ two styles of singing, the recitative, speech-inflected style, and self-constrained arias. Opera, a stage drama set to music, and is entirely made up of vocal pieces with instrumental accompaniment and usually with orchestral overture and interlude. It originated in Italy at the end of the 16th century, with Jacopo Peri's Los Dauphin and produced in Florence in 1598, and soon spread out to the rest of Europe. Opera seria was the most prestigious and the leading Italian opera. Comedy in Baroque opera was reserved for what came to be called opera buffa. Now, what's more, to have a deeper understanding of the music and its relationship to the other art, want you to observe the notation, watch the videos, and answer the question included. This is the song number 1. Now, I want you to go to the link and click that and watch the video. Okay, so thank you for listening. Now let us answer each question explained briefly in your notepad. Is the music is in a sacred vocal form? Number two, how is the music sung? Number three, if this music was interpreted in terms of arts, how do you think will it look? This will be our sit work number two and write your answer on your notebook. Now, let's now listen to the song number two, Fire, Fire of Thomas More. Okay, now after listening about the fire, let us choose the description that best illustrate the music based on the music sheet and the video. Write your answer on your notepad. These are the elements and the description. Language, Latin, Greek, English. Form, is it vocal or instrumental? Element, text and setting, is it syllabic, pneumatic, and melismatic? And the texture, is it monophonic, homophonic, or polyphonic? Now, this is the song number three, Hallelujah, chorus.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but
This is the Handel Messiah. Okay, that's it. Now, choose the description that best illustrates the music based on the music sheet and video. Write your answer on your notebook. So these are the elements. What is the language? Is it Latin, Greek, or English? How about the form? Is it vocal and instrumental? The text setting, is it syllabic, pneumatic, or melismatic? And the texture, monophonic, homophonic, and polyphonic. Now, for other written works, let us answer what I have learned. Complete the sentence with what you have learned on your notebook. I learned that the early Western music is blank. Okay, now, let's proceed to number two. Listening to the music of the past helps me realize that. Alright, now let's go to what I can do. Oh, arts. So there are three paintings below. Distinguish each form with which era it belongs and state some characteristics in relation to the music of the same era that best describe the painting. Write your answer in your notebook. Okay, next, for the assessment, match the terms in column A with the terms in column B. Write the letter of your answer to a piece of paper or activity notebook. And for our additional activities, listen to the following music on the links. After listening to the music, create an artwork that will resemble the elements of music, texture, harmony, and tone color. That will serve also as your criteria in doing that artwork. Materials to be used must be within the parameter of your household. Place your artwork in a piece of cardboard. Okay, so that's all for our music for today. Thank you very much, and I wait for your answer in our Google Classroom.